It's Week 18 of the National Football League.
And we'll see the Broncos' rookie running back.
He ranks among the rushing leaders, third in the league on the season. It's the Broncos and the Lions.
And it's coming right up on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance of a tune-up before they play on in the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around again. And for some, frankly, well, this might be the last time they ever put the pads on. So leave everything you got out there and do everything in your power to go get that win in this final week.
Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. At the head. Throwing on their first play. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. On first down, they'll run. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. And we'll get a look at their signal caller playing in his 7th season.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns had a lot more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. 2nd and 3 now. Motioning the tight end now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on first. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. And as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
To the air, third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Broncos and their running back about to get back to work. And he's been putting together what should finish as a true standout campaign. Right now, top 5 across the league in rushing. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Byron Murphy there to make the play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 21. Able to get it to Franklin. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a first down. Now a give on the counter. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Another carry for him. And he's going to get this up across the 35 to maybe the 37. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They go play action on first. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And the Broncos will have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Throwing it again here. Finds him on the slant. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos go up 6-0 here in the first. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And just a week before the playoffs begin, partner, here's where teams stand as we play out this regular season finale. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They've got 2nd and 5. From the 34. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 from the 41. They give it to him again. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass brought in. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that gives them 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
They'll try and punch it in. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Back to him on 2nd and goal. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you? Or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions start to fight back with their first points of this game. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Here's a return from the 7. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Broncos ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
He can't hang on to the pass. And now they face second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll try and throw it here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So out now comes the punter. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Got 46 on his first punch, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Lions headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. Complete over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They put a receiver in motion here left. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. To the air now on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. and he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos offense all set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Complete to Coleman. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They kick the running back in motion. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. Coleman with the grab. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Still sticking with the passing game. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They send a tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense set for a 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Connection made to Coleman. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 17. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. All set up now for 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. He brings it in. Touchdown, Denver! So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
14, -10.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Looking to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. so let's get to it. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. The Ravens needed a strong finish, and they got it, as the victory there caps off a 12-5 regular season. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium, and they've gone to the half, all even at 14 apiece. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Rams trying to finish that one off and claim victory. These two teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is
the kicking
great
unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Lions back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Setting up a throw. Catch made over the middle. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. Pittman's got it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Setting up the screen. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Broncos are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first. He's going to throw this one. This finds Franklin. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Receiver in motion, headed right. Here's 2nd and 5. Short pass brought in. Continuing to move past the 45. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Throwing it again here. Hits him on the out route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, or it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
So now a timeout for a player who's shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And it sets up 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Simply put, Kate, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards, that's a pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
Getting out to his left. He's running for it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Now we'll see a field goal try by the Broncos. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Tight end in motion right. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll throw it again. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's going to be across the midfield close to the 45 before going out. 2nd and 3 now. From the 46. Finds him over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. He's got a man left. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. Just short on 3rd down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on 4th?
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Only only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. He'll throw it. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. They got their own fumble. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And they stop him from advancing it further. Nice job rallying to it after some chaos there. A very eventful turnover on downs. So here comes the Bronco offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. That's incomplete left side.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. They've got 1st down from the 31. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
False start, offense.
All twitched up. They were ready to get it on 3rd and inches, but now a much different situation awaiting them after that false start. It's 3rd and 5 for him after the penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. 4-yard pickup there, and that makes the decision even tougher now, 4th and short.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He'll throw it. That one's complete over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Looking for a throw here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Throwing off the play fake here. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Back-to-back carries here. And he drives this forward to the 26-yard line. Got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Pass play coming here. Complete to Coleman. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll run here on 1st down. And he has enough room to gain about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. And this one does not go far. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. Oh, this big guy is moving. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos take a 3-possession lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 4. Finds the in route complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Pittman's got it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 1. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. Offense in the hurry up here. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. I mean, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Broncos about set to celebrate this win. 2nd and 3 now. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delayed game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 3rd down.
The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 4 yards to pick up that time, partner. They're set up closer. 4th and goal upcoming. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the lead goes unchanged from 17.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. They'll throw to begin this drive. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From midfield now. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Could not beat the defender there. 4th down coming up. Pass play now. Pushes it toward the sideline, and he has it. Feet are inbounds. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Need this to force overtime. And there's our last-stand image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road.